Hello and welcome back. In today's video, I will be doing some maintenance work on my A45 AMG. It has been 6 months since I've carried out the full service on this car. So in today's video, I'm going to do an oil change as I like to do my servicing at 6 months intervals. And while I'm doing that, I decided to change the spark plugs from the standard Mercedes plugs to some high performance NGK spark plugs. I'm not going to show you guys in a great detail on how to carry all this service, as we already have a very in-depth video on how to do the full service and change all the spark plugs. So if you guys are looking for that, click up there and watch that video. But in today's video, there's going to be a couple of changes, and the major change is the engine oil. In the last video, we've used the standard Mercedes 5W40 engine oil, which is still rated for the car, but I'd like to run 0W40, but unfortunately none of the dealerships surrounding us here in the UK sells or distributes 0W40 oil. So I'm going to go with Mobil 1 FST 0W40 engine oil, which is the initial fill for these engines at the factory anyway. So that should be fine. And then at the same time, we're going to remove the spark plugs and then inspect the spark plug to see what sort of wear and tear they have been through in the last 6 months. So yeah, without wasting your time, I'm going to quickly do the oil change, do the inspection, remove the spark plugs, and then I'll catch up with you guys and we can look at the spark plugs to see the state of the spark plugs, and yeah, put the new spark plugs in the car. So you know what, let's begin. Right, so I just removed the spark plugs from the car, and looking at the general condition of the old spark plugs, they look absolutely fine. The central electrode is all intact, it's not melted or anything like that. In terms of the car, in the last 6 months, it hasn't done much miles, although we have been running the pops and bangs map for about a month, and also the stage 2 development map has been running on the car for about 2 weeks. So I just wanted to see the general condition of the old spark plugs that we put in 6 months ago, but they're absolutely fine. There's no issues whatsoever, and you can still use these plugs. But for the upgrade, I'm going with the NGK Iridium spark plugs, which are much better, as the central electrode has a much higher melting points, and there should be much better spark plugs. These spark plugs are made for the M133 engine. The NGK part number is 95875. And the part number on the spark plug itself is SILZKFR8D7S. So these are the plugs that I will be putting into the car now. But looking at the factory plugs, no issues whatsoever, and they're pretty much rated, so you guys can still use these if you want to use them. So you know what, let's move on to it, putting these spark plugs back into the car, and then we'll give the car a start. So you know what, let's go. Right, so that's it for this video. Since we posted the initial service video, you guys have been commenting and saying that we should have upgraded the NGK spark plugs initially, but like I said, we have a process and there's different stages to these development. So now is the time, and we finally got around to changing the spark plugs on the car, and the car is pretty much ready for the stage 2 power. The original spark plugs that we've replaced 6 months ago are absolutely fine. There's no issues with them whatsoever, so we're going to keep them as spares just in case anything happens. We have a set that we can use in emergency situations. But yeah, that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching the video, and make sure you guys hit that like button, because we're not seeing many likes. We're seeing a lot of views, but we're not seeing many likes. So smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and we will see you next time.